Hi everyone, welcome to the Leadership in Action series. Today we have a prolific personality, a political leader, the first person ever of Indian Asian origin to be elected in Japan. He has created history. Welcome Mr. Yogendra Puranik, Yogi San, or Yogi as he is popularly known in Japan. I'm truly grateful to you for agreeing to this interview and taking out the time for it in your super busy schedule.
I must first of all thank you to take out time and have this interview for me. I hope through this interview I'll be able to reach your audience and send them a special message on what we can do on the global platform.
Yes, definitely. So it really sounds exciting. So let's dive straight into the interview. You're the first origin
Indian.
public school principal,
Yeah,
apart from the first Asian origin assembly
yeah,
person,
yeah.
and it won't be an overstatement to say that you are the most successful NRI in Japan. So please tell us about this exciting journey and the turning points highlights in brief.
Sure. Well, brief could be difficult, but
Yes.
still, my uh, first, what you can say, touch with with Japan actually started from in 1994 when I started learning Japanese language. And in 1997, I got my first scholarship to Japan. 1999, second scholarship to Japan. And then from 2001, I went to Japan as a professional. First 10 years, I worked as an IT professional. Then next 9 years as a banking professional. And in 2019, I became the assemblyman. Now, how this whole story led to there was like, I started uh, my life in Japan as a professional from 2001, and I was raising my son. And by 2005, I realized that it's not an easy life. There are so many problems there in terms of normal day-to-day life, in terms of working with the Japanese people, starting from discrimination, not getting right opportunities, and so on. And also like in the city office or hospitals and all. Wow, although I was a very good Japanese language speaker, I had problems. So I realized, what about those guys who actually don't speak good Japanese or who not at all speak Japanese? And then from 2005, I started my social work in Japan. And by 2008, my social work was quite popular. I started flashing on the new television documentaries, and then people got to know me. Then 2011 earthquake was a boom kind of thing, which completely zapped the whole international community in Japan. 40% of Indians flew away from Japan back to India. We were unaware what to do. It was in havoc. And then I started realizing I need to bring a big change. And with that, in 2000, after due discussions and negotiations in 2017, what we did is I basically being at the center, we brought all the Indian communities together, created an All Japan Association of Indians, that let's work together because there will be disastrous times again and again, and we need to be together. And in the flow of that, in 2019, I decided I need to be on the other side so that I can send that message to the Japanese assembly, to the Japanese politicians, that they need to have different policies, the right policies for the immigrants, the right policies to bring the Japanese and the immigrants together. So that's how it all developed. And then recently in 2022, the Ministry of Education, they directed by them, one of the states in Japan, Ibaraki prefecture, it's like a state. The governor there, he actually invited me to be a principal, to work in their education department. So I work as a CIO, plus I work as a principal of a Japanese school, public school. I'm the first person to be appointed as first foreign origin person to be appointed as a principal of a public school. So I hope I'll be able to do some good job in that position.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope it was brief.
Yes, it was. So, what a journey, truly remarkable. You have donned multiple hats,
Yeah.
that of an educationist, a bureaucrat, a banker. You have
And I,
also worked in the information technology sector for long.
And I'm also an entrepreneur. I run 2 restaurants.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
So you are also a businessman, and now you are into politics.
Yeah.
So which has been your most uh, successful, or which
Interesting kind
role
of, yeah. Yeah.
interesting, or which hat do you like the most, and why?
Great. Honestly speaking, I'm a very happy-go-lucky kind of person. I have liked each one of my job, and even my social activities, whatever that I do, I really intensely happy when I do things for people. So even in IT, like I was happy because we were in those days, since 2001, the Y2K problem was just finished, and the whole world was trying to recognize that yes, IT is going to be the new power, and we were trying and testing new technologies, and we were building up new systems which were never there in the world. Like say in 2003 we built up the first handheld device system for ordering in the retail shops, which was never there in any part of the world.
Okay.
So something like that I really enjoyed developing very good IT systems. Then I moved into banking IT, and I did some successful deals in Japan, and we created again some very new systems for Japan. And I also worked as the country head, which is the president of Polaris Software. That time it was India's 9th largest company. So I headed their operations in Japan. And then I moved on to banking, and banking I really enjoyed because I worked for a Japanese bank, Mizuho Bank, and I was building the new operations for them. It is a very old bank, and they were working on very rudimentary processes. So they called me and they said they want to be a Starbucks in banking.
Okay.
I said, okay, let's do it. So I sat down, and then I created templates, and then we charted down the processes, and that has become the backbone of the bank today. So
Wow.
all those jobs have actually interested me so much. I have done them with intense passion, and I loved it. It was really fun. But down the line, as I became assemblyman and I truly started working full time for people, I think I have got that bliss. I felt that bliss. So I think working for the people, being in a social role, probably brings me more happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So politics and working for people socially, community building.
Yeah.
That's your go-to area.
Probably that's my passion. Yes.
Passion.
Yeah.
Yes.